Today, cardiovascular system will talk about the inspection. In the inspection, first is the pulsations you have to look for. Pulsation in the neck, the increased carotid pulsation which occurs with aortic incompetence. Second, the suprasternal area. In the arch of aorta aneurysm, there will be increased pulsation. Then on the chest, pulmonary area pulsations. In the abdomen, we have to look for the epigastric pulsation and hepatic pulsation. Posteriorly, either the intrascapular or infrascapular, there will be pulsation. It occurs with coarctation of the aorta. It is called as Suzman sign, S-U-Z-M-A-N. This is about the pulsation. Second, precordial bulge. Precordium is the condition where the chest wall overlies the cardiac area. We have to look for the palpation findings. I will tell you later. Then the chest wall, the sternum and the spine. The sternum, if it is protruded, it is called as pectus carinatum. If it is depressed, it is called as pectus excavatum. In the spine, other disorders are there, but important is the scoliosis, sideward displacement of the spine, which can displace the position of the apical impulse. Now, the important examination, that is palpation. In the palpation, first, how to use the hand. What are all the parts we have to use it? First, the fingertips. It is for any localized pulsations. Then, base of the fingers, that is for the any thrill. Then, base of the hand, that consists of thenar and hypothenar. This is for the heave and the lift. Then, what is the position in which we have to examine the patient? It is cardiac drill. Supine, sitting, standing, left lateral and leaning forward. These are all the various positions you have to examine the heart. Then, what is the order of palpation? The order of palpation, just remember 8 areas you have to examine. Apical impulse, epigastric pulsation, parasternal zone, pulmonary area, aortic area, carotid, venous hub, jugular vein and tracheal tunnel. These are the 8 areas we cover for the palpation. Then, apical impulse. Remember, apical impulse is not a fixed place. It varies depending upon the apex. Definition of the apex is, it is the lowermost, outermost, definite, perpendicular thrust. It occupies one intercostal space about 2.5 centimeter. Then the precordium, how to examine the apical impulse. To find out the apical impulse, you can use 3 fingers method. First, index finger, you keep it over the 4th intercostal space, middle finger over the 5th intercostal space, ring finger over the 6th intercostal space, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th. Then you have to find out where you have the maximum thrust of the apical impulse. Normally, apical impulse is the 5th intercostal space, half an inch internal to the midclavicular line. What are the types of apical impulse? Remember, before that, any apical impulse, I told you 5th intercostal space, but that is the mitral area. But remember, it does not fixed area, depends upon the enlargement of the apex, it may vary also, whereas other areas are fixed. The types of apical impulse, it may be absent. For example, the apical impulse is behind the rib or in emphysema, or it may be hypokinetic. That means the impulse is not that much impressive. It occurs with cardiac failure, left ventricular failure. Then it may be tapping, that is the palpable S1. Other one is hyperkinetic, that is volume overload. You keep the finger over the apex, it is lifted, but the amplitude is there, but that is not sustained position of the finger. That means it is not remaining there, immediately it comes down. Whereas EV, it not only touches, lifts, but also sustained. It occurs, for example, in aortic stenosis and hypertension also. So, these are all the various types of the apical impulse. Then comes the epigastric pulsation. How to examine the epigastric pulsation? Patient has to be supine. Keep your thumb under the diaphragm and press it little hard. Ask the patient to take deep inspiration. The right ventricular, if it is enlarged, it will come and touch. You can feel the pulsation over the thumb. Then the parasternal. Again, patient is supine. Parasternal is the third, fourth, fifth, sixth spaces. You have to use the heel of the palm or thenar, hypothenar. Keep it over the lower parasternal area with firm pressure. If there is a right ventricular hypertrophy, it can lift the base of the palm, suggesting the patient is having enlargement of the right ventricle. Sometimes right atrial enlargement also can produce it. Third, pulmonary area. Use one finger for the pulmonary area. Look for the palpable pulmonary sound or any thrill or even pulsations, you can make it out. Then comes the aortic area. Aortic area, sitting posture, leaning forward, expiration. Feel with the finger any thrill. Then the carotid. 3 fingers, you can use it close to the trachea. Look for any thrill there. Then comes the jugular vein, internal jugular vein for the venous hum. And lastly, the 8th thing is tracheal tongue. For this, you have to use, it is called as Oliver's sign. Use the thumb and the index finger over the cricoid cartilage. Ask the patient to swallow. As you swallow, it goes up. You lift and sustain the lift. Do not allow the cricoid cartilage to come down. With every cardiac cycle, there will be downward pull, indicating aortic aneurysm. This downward nature should not be with respiration or with deglutition. Arch of aortic aneurysm can produce this, but false positive occurs with mediastinal tumor or mass, or false negative can occur with when the aorta is thrombosed. Then comes the thrill significance. The thrill is indicative of 1. It is organic, mostly organic lesion. Second, it localizes where the murmur arises. Third, it helps in grading the murmur. Then about the percussion. Percussion is not that much important in cardiovascular system. One for the pericardial effusion, second for the dextrocardia, we use it. Just to know a little about percussion, you have to start from lateral axilla, from there come towards the front. So also on the right side. As you get the dullness, make a market. These things, every intercostal space, you have to percuss it. But again I tell you, do not waste your time in percussing for the cardiac border. Thank you.